Episode 103. Hello, you're listening to the Career Changemaker podcast. Having the courage to leave a career that you have worked hard to build and try something else can be tough. So in each episode, we dive into key career change strategies so that you have a clear understanding of what is required to transition into a new role or a new industry without feeling like you have to start at the bottom or have to take a massive pay cut, because ain't nobody got time for that. If you are ready for frank and honest discussions about how to become a career change maker, keep listening. I'm your host, lawyer turned career strategist and executive coach, Janine Esbrand. Are you eager to get unstuck and figure out what you would actually like to do with your career next? Have you been going around in circles trying to figure it out but getting no further forward? If so, you're going to love today's sponsor, my signature group program, the Career Clarity Academy. Changing career direction can feel overwhelming and daunting, but it doesn't have to be. In my signature program, we give you clear, step-by-step, proven processes for getting completely clear on what it is that you want to do and understanding how you can leverage your existing experience and position yourself to attract and land a dream role. To find out more, head over to lightboxcoaching.com/academy. I just got off a graduation call with the ladies who have just completed my group coaching program. And something that one of the ladies said when we were just reflecting on the whole journey and what they've done over the last 12 weeks really reminded me that I want to speak about this, because I think that is something that comes up a lot. So we were talking about the program and what she got out of it. And one of the things that she mentioned was that she was on the fence about joining. And the reason why is because she was asking herself, is it worth it? Is this something that I really need to do right now? And what is beneath that question about, whether or not she should join the program is whether or not she is ready to go all in on making a career change. And what she said was it came to a point where she had to ask herself, am I ready to invest in myself and invest in this opportunity to change career? And so I want to talk about that a little bit, because when it comes to deciding whether or not now is the time to change career, often the thing that comes up for people is this isn't a good market, particularly because we are in the midst of COVID-19. This isn't the right time to change career, or I feel guilty for wanting to change career. I have a good job. I've been doing this job for however many years, and there's so many people that would love to be in my position. So who am I to change career direction now? Why am I even doing this? Those are things that come up for people, feeling self-indulgent, like why am I complaining about my career when I actually have a job? These are things that can come up, but the reality is when you are in a role and you are spending your time doing a job, you are investing time that you will never be able to get back, right? The average person spends 90,000 hours at work in their lifetime. 90,000 hours. That's a lot of time. So when you are asking yourself, is now the time for career change? If you are not happy in the work that you're doing, if you are frustrated in the work that you're doing, if you go to work and feel like there has got to be more to life than this, then I suggest that you consider changing career or changing direction or looking for a new role, looking for a new employer. Because if you are showing up day in, day out and going into an environment that isn't making you happy, that you're unable to make an impact in, that is frustrating to you, then you're missing an opportunity. There is the saying, or it's not even a saying, it's a principle, that there is an opportunity cost. That when you are doing one thing, you can't be doing something else. When you say yes to one thing, that means you're saying no to all of the other alternatives. So if I decide that I'm going to say yes to being at one birthday party on the weekend when it's not COVID and we're not in lockdown, that means I can't be somewhere else. When I decide that I'm going to spend time working, then that means that I can't be spending that time with my children. Unless, again, you're in lockdown and you're trying to juggle the two. But you get the point, right? It's when you are deciding to do one thing, it means you are deciding not to do something else. So if you're saying, I'm stuck in a role that I don't enjoy, that I don't want to do, but I'm going to stay here, that means you're deciding to say no to an opportunity to do something better. You're saying no to an opportunity to be in a role that is much more aligned. You're saying no to an opportunity to wake up every day and really enjoy the work that you're doing. You're saying no to the opportunity to earn more money. You're saying no to the opportunity to make more of an impact. And so it isn't just about saying, I'll just stay where I am and just see how things go. Hopefully it'll get better, because unless you make a decision that is to do something differently and to approach things differently, you will continue to show up in the role that you're in and do what it is that you're doing. And then the result will be the same. You're still frustrated. You're still annoyed. You're still wondering why you are spending your time doing this. And so my encouragement to you is not just to look at it like, well, now is not the right time to change careers. I'm just going to stay where I am. And more look at it like, well, if I don't move and if I don't take action now, what opportunities am I missing out on? Right? And I get it. I totally get it. Like right now, it does feel like a crazy time to try and make any type of career transition, right? It's like if the market is crazy and it looks like we're heading for a recession, why would I then move roles? And why would I then risk having, job insecurity? But the market that we're in is volatile. And so if you are someone who's thinking, I might want to make a career change, but I'm not sure, getting yourself prepared is something that you can absolutely be doing. Getting yourself prepared so that you stand out amongst the many, many candidates that there are going to be for roles, because it's going to become more competitive. Being in a position where you absolutely know what it is you want to do, and then you know how to articulate what you have and what you can bring to a role so that you land that opportunity. Because you could be in a position where you say, yeah, I do want to make a career change, but if you don't have the tools and if you don't know how to make a transition and leverage what it is that you already have, package it in a way that it is attractive to a potential employer, then it's going to be hard to make the transition. So making a career change is twofold. Firstly, you need to make a decision that you want to make it. And then secondly, you need to know how to make that transition. And so even if the market is volatile and crazy right now, now is a brilliant time for you to get the clarity that you need around what you want to do and understand how you can package your experience in the right way. And so I encourage you not to think, it's COVID-19, there's no point me looking for a new role right now, or there's no point me trying to figure out what I want to do right now. And instead embrace the time and say, actually, this might be a perfect time for me to reflect and consider exactly what it is I want to do next, so that I can move, so that I'm ready for the opportunity, so that I know how to position myself for those opportunities. Because the opportunity cost is real. If you are staying where you are, you could be earning more money somewhere else. You could be loving the work that you're doing somewhere else. You could be making an impact somewhere else, like I said. And so I want you to think more on that line, as opposed to, I'll just stay where I am because it's safe. I'll just stay where I am because it makes sense. Question, does it make sense? And why does it make sense? Okay? Thank you for listening to this episode of the Career Changemaker podcast. If you have enjoyed what you've heard today, then head over to iTunes or wherever it is that you listen to podcasts and leave us a rating and review. And don't forget to subscribe so that you can hear when the next episode goes live. And if you like hanging out on Instagram, then I would love for you to tag me and let me know what you really thought about the episode over there at Career Changemaker. Until next time, keep working towards your career goals, and we will speak very, very soon.